What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Take It Slow here, aka Clancy, aka Angry Porto. Too many goddamn nicknames. This shit's getting old. Yes, it is. We are back again with another episode of our Vampyr playthrough. Alright, so if you remember, we're looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane. Uh, we kind of got cock-blocked by this guy named Darius, so we gotta go find a few other NPCs to let us through. Alright, so let's see if we can find him, shall we? And then talk to unknowns on the way.
Don't be shy, handsome.
Whoa.
What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling.
What?
But I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Speak for yourself.
I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Ah!
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Oh, she's a little tired.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Ah, irresponsible.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Okay, some other
Goodbye,
time.
miss. Take care of yourself as best you can. Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Whatever.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Whatever.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
Fuck this guy. I'm gonna eat him one day. One day. Nom nom.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I send him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
You, Clayton?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
All right, let's
Do you need
treat this guy. He seems like a
That'd be
good
nice
guy.
of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
This very church.
He never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Thanks, Mr. Darby. Appreciate you. Alright, let's find this Nitherton guy, shall we?
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to...
Huh. Nothing up here, I guess. Okay. Hmm.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Nice. Okay. What is that? Why does that always happen? Get off my map! Alright, I don't actually know if there's anything down here. Just kind of exploring. Huh. We'll come back that way later. Who dis?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly.
Fuck off.
I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it?
Are you sick? You're not sick.
Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
Very well. Some
Very
other
well.
time.
Goodbye then.
Alright. Where's Dick? Where's Dick Nethercott? I think we found a hint for you.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind?
There we go.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Okay.
Goodbye, miss.
Where you at, Dick? Dickard? Richard? Oh, this is ominous, if I've ever seen one. That doesn't make any sense. That's okay. It doesn't have to make sense. Asshole. Oh, miss. Alright, so I guess those bald guys can see me through the cloak, which is kind of annoying. Ow. You're gonna pay for that. Fresh blood. Richard.
Morbidity can...
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
You guys remember when you could just be a poet? Back in the day.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
Okay.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
One sec, guys. I gotta take a call. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. Alright, where do we leave off?
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Gross.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? whom she may know.
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the arid hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox. The stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
Interesting.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Okay. Alright, I think we pretty much learned all we can from
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Dick Nethercott.
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Alright. I kinda wanna go back and talk to what's her name? Camellia. There she is.
Hello again, miss. Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia.
Nothing. Okay, some other time.
Very well.
Okay.
It's locked, all right.
Alright. Where were we? Let's talk to Darius again, shall we? Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay. Still got the crying babies. Looks like it's almost daytime. Which is kind of scary. So I'm guessing people that have like give 1,000 EXP are pretty expendable, if you will. Clay Cox, if you guys remember, also gave 1,000 EXP. Oh, what's going on here?
I have this thirst for blood.
Interesting. Oh, we got a house.
I cannot enter.
Or a hideout, but I can't get in. Interesting. Okay. Alright, I need to do a quick bio break, but I will be back right after that. Alright, we're back. Alright, let's see if we can get Darius to let us in now.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Damn, it's serious in here.
It's locked, all right.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Tell me everything.
I do not bet.
Oh, already did that. Already did that.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
It is not a country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Alright, how you feeling? You got bronchitis? I can't treat you. Sorry, brother.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Excuse me. Alright, let's give Dorothy a shout. After we rob her place, of course. It's always interesting how so many games like this, the NPCs are just okay with you pillaging everything. Dorothea. Sister Theodora. Okay. Are we gonna run into her sister later? Oop, no reflection. Oh, is she trying to treat skulls? That's what that looks like. Hang on, almost done robbing you. Okay.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
Well.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing
Jesus.
again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
Sorry about that truck going by the way. Can't predict that shit. Oh my god, I look hideous.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
Oh shit.
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
I don't know. Epinephrine?
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Can't save them all.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
Correct.
To what do I owe this courtesy? I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
Your heart might be in the right place, but you can't carry on with this blackmail. For God's sake, Dorothy, it's extortion. It's a serious crime.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
How you doing, by the way? Oh, I can't doctor her.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
Very presumptuous of you.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
You don't stop. What do we do? What do we do? Let's go with the charm route and see what happens.
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
Okay. I don't actually know if that was a good thing to do or not, because now she's not going to help these people here, but what are you going to do?
It's locked.
Can't keep blackmailing
It's
a
locked.
vampire. That's for damn sure. Okay. Well, that's the choice I made. I'll have to live with it. Oh boy. What is going on here?
This one stinks already. Grenade!
Come here.
Stuff it, leech!
Ow, what do they do? Throw sulfur on me? Not a demon. Just a vampire.
Turn around, sir. I said go back home!
Okay. Give me 10 seconds. 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Ow.
Watch the leech, boys!
Oh, I missed. God damn it. You should have just hit your buddy. You guys are rude. Okay, can I go in here?
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
Oh, thanks. I don't actually need to come in here. Just kidding. Alright, I'm actually trying to find a place to recover, or rather, spend the night. It says there's a hideout up here. Who dis?
Match for the Swanborough.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly
Oh,
epidemic?
God.
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
Snake
The region
oil
itself
salesman.
is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Alright, let's see what you're
see
trading.
What kind of medicine you're selling?
Okay. Pretty standard stuff. Let's see. Let's buy one, see what it does.
Sort of bloody joke to you, innit? Drugs for the sick and suffering.
Okay, where again was this hideout? It should be like right here.
I'm not dying some piss stinking alley drinking worse than
I think that's actually the... What do you call it? The tavern up here? Can I go in here yet?
It's locked.
No. Rude. You gonna make me run all the way back, guys? Okay. Alright, I guess we can run down the road to this hideout. We'll save it there. Okay. Oh, there we go. Probably going to, yeah, we'll probably wrap it up here, ladies and gentlemen. Just going to go run down to the safe house and save it. Actually, you guys are probably going to want to see the nightly changes, so let's go check that out. Boy Clayton. All right. A bit further down the street. Man, again, they really nailed eerie, industrial, nighttime London. It is creepy as fuck being out here, even though I'm a monster.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Interesting.
Kill him, boys!
Oh boy.
Crush the leech, boys! Die, vermin! Doesn't like burning, does
Oh boy. I'm fighting 4. Ow. No, it doesn't. Ow. I gotta take care of that guy. Can't see shit.
Crush the leech, boys!
Jesus. this is a little vampire trap. You're way tougher than your brother. Where the fuck are you aiming?
Burn it, boys! Crush the leech!
Fuck you. Assholes. Just walking down the street. Just trying to get home. Well, that was an interesting little endeavor. I suppose that's it. It just was a trap for me. I'll consider it. A lot of skulls down there. Give me that.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Alright, let's get some crafting going on. Alright, can we upgrade this? Not quite. Okay, all set with that. Go. Alright, can we get our sleep on? Yes, we can. Awesome. Ooh, I'm not looking so hot. Alright, I don't actually know what I want. Cost none. Oh, all of these cost none. That's pretty cool. Let's go with Blood Cauldron, shall we? Woo. Alright, I like buffing my endurance. This is what I feels really weak in combat. Just how much. Bloodbear is actually quite strong too. In my experience, at least. Okay, you know what? Let's actually just unlock another ultimate. Since we're here. I gotta start using this stuff. Alright. Let's see what happens, shall we? Psst. Huh, okay. Disappearances in Whitechapel. Dorothy Crane went missing. Huh. Interesting. What is it? What does that even mean? What does that mean? Alright, still gotta meet a couple people. Jeez. Good. I might just not go to West End for a while, just so it remains stale. Okay, Whitechapel is not doing so hot. But that's okay. The hospital's not doing so hot either. But it looks like it's just mostly people who are tired. Actually, no, we got a bit of everything, huh? So what I want to do ultimately is have at least have the hospital always on the up and up. But we'll see. We'll see if we can manage it. Alright, I think that'll probably do it for now, ladies and gentlemen. We got a bunch of shit to do next time we play. There's a shitload of skulls outside. We'll probably take care of those. But next time. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Take It Slow, a.k.a. Angry Porto, a.k.a. Clancy, a.k.a. Too Many Goddamn Nicknames. And we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Take it slow.